Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Felipe Charming. I just sat down while I did my heavier version of my everyday makeup. Before we get into the chit chat, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into the chit chat.
I am a homo. Back at it, look back at it, look back at it, look back at it, look back.
Hey y'all, so this is like a really awkward point in my makeup to start. I pretty much am not doing like a traditional makeup tutorial. I'm more so going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me where I pretty much just take a moment to talk about whatever's on my spirit. There's been a lot happening in the world, in my personal life. There's just a lot going on. It's too much, really. Honestly, truly. And it's not like a laughing matter, a smiling matter, but that's what I do when I'm comfortable, so don't read into that. But I'm gonna tackle it just because it's like we're honestly all dealing with the same things. What's been going on with me pretty much during this quarantine, it's been no cap, it's been rough. It's been rough quarantine for me and my family. It's just like really stressful. Don't want to get emotional, so I'm going to keep certain topics exactly where they are. So quarantine in and of itself has pretty much challenged everyone's mental health and everyone's emotional health and everyone's relationships and things like that. You know, me being a human of flesh and wow, I look crazy without a brow. Me being a human, you know, of course, my situation is no different. I've had, you know, a few moments here and there like everyone else. You know, it happens, it's life. But you know, just taking it one day at a time. So more importantly than that, the Black Lives Matter movement, I feel like it's been after the instances with George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery and the countless names and the countless people and the countless situations that genuinely should not be happening, period. It's pretty much reignited, more so with George Floyd though. But it pretty much reignited a conversation about Black Lives Matter and things of that sort. With that being said, I felt inspired at the time to do a makeup look. I know that sounds trivial to some people, but for some of us, that is our therapy. I captioned the photo saying a lot, but in short, I did say there are marginalized groups within our marginalized group who need your support. Remember, all Black Lives Matter. I say this, when we say this, when people in my marginalized group say this, we are not trying to diminish anything or take away from anything. We are simply trying to add to the conversation. I myself, I know when I first started my channel, I used to touch on subjects regarding the Black gay community and the Black gay community only, and my experience as a Black gay man and the issues that happen within the Black gay community. But then I stopped. Personal reasons, I just felt like when you are this person that speaks on certain things, you kind of are held to a different standard. I felt a responsibility, so I didn't really want to speak on certain things. But at the end of the day, we're all human and we'll all have our shortcomings. I just want to put my own insecurities, pride, all of that aside. The bigger picture. With that being said, I just feel like it is my civil responsibility to touch on this. You know, I don't know everything, but I know enough. I know this is wrong, and I do know that I'm not trying to take away from Black Lives Matter movement when I say all Black Lives Matter. Yeah, a lot of people feel like that goes without saying, and why do you guys feel like you got to draw attention to that, and blah, 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 blah. But it's just like, why don't you tell me why we feel like we have to talk about this as if it's a separate issue when we're all one? Are we all one? Are we really? Because in all honesty, and I feel like there's been a lot of like shaming and things going on, such as, oh, this person hasn't spoken out, that person hasn't spoken out. What I've learned about me throughout this time is I need productivity and I need to be balancing 200 different things in order to kind of, one, keep myself busy, but also kind of maintain my balance within those different things, within those different projects, different, you know, sources of income, just things to keep myself busy, like maintain my peace of mind. And I'm realizing that I can't be kept idle. I need to be active and creative and order to kind of keep a positive headspace during these times. And yeah, I reflect on different things, such as me coming up in high school, middle school, and even elementary, and feeling discriminated against within every community that I am marginalized to be a part of, whether that's the Black community, the Black Hispanic community, the Hispanic community, the LGBT community, the Black LGBT community, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I can sit and wallow in those things. I can feel like, oh my God, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's just like, I, stand with the Black Lives Matter movement. I stand in reparations for African Americans. Stand for reparations for African Americans. Even if there were reparations, though, as a African Honduran or American Honduran, or however you want to say it, that does not include me, however. That is just something that I stand for, because Black American culture is all I know. Like, it's not all I know. Obviously, I do know my Hispanic culture because of my parents, but at the end of the day, in school, at work, from a political stance, like all of the above, like the Black American experience is the only experience I know. I'm not like my cousins, and I don't speak fluent Spanish for a multitude of reasons, regardless of which I don't speak fluent Spanish. But even if I did, like, I'm just as Black as everybody else, you know what I mean? It's like, my people aren't white adjacent Hispanics. We're not white adjacent in any way, shape, or form. Had I not told you, you know what I mean? You see a Black boy, and that's on period. Regardless of me being discriminated against in any of my marginalized communities, I still stand with all of them. And yeah, that hasn't always been the case and isn't always the case, but I stand with everyone. And I just hate when I see things like the Hispanic community is discriminating against the Black community, and it's just like, I'm not surprised, because that is my experience as a Black Hispanic male. I'm looked at as no different than the next African American or Black person or Haitian, Jamaican. Like, we are all considered Caribbean and all this and that, but when you're an Americanized Caribbean or Afro Latino or whoever, this is our experience as well. So it's like, I know no different. My experience is no different, so I don't like when people kind of like try to belittle or segregate my experience. It's just like, I don't understand. What's so hard to understand? Like, it's easy for people to see the Black English or the Black British or Haitians, Jamaicans, everyone else, but when it comes to people who are Hispanic, it's like our Blackness is up for debate. And I am not one of those people who feel as though all Spanish people and Black people are the same. No, we're not. And I'm not trying to be racist or, take away from the issue at hand, but at the end of the day, I just don't like when Hispanics are like, well, all Spanish people are Black, they have African descent, blah 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 blah. That's cute and all in theory, but when it comes to my upbringing, my family and stuff, like my family experienced experiences discrimination in Honduras, in Hispanic spaces, were looked at as lesser than in the Hispanic community. And it's like, yeah, you guys definitely deal with discrimination as well, but
sorry for the brief interruption, you guys. So all I wanted to say in this clip was pretty much, you guys experience, when I say you guys, I'm referring to the white adjacent Hispanic community. When I say white adjacent, I'm referring to what you see on television represented as Hispanic. So when it comes to you guys experience discrimination, racism, and all those things that I can't say on this video, or my video will be demonetized. But you guys experience all of those things here in America. But when you go back to your country, you don't experience that. So the difference between white adjacent Hispanics and Black Hispanics or Afro Latinos is we experience racism here, we experience racism there. So that's something that I never thought about until my aunt brought that to my attention. But if you guys want me to really dig deeper into that conversation and that subject, if you really want me to unpack that and dissect every bit of that on a more deeper and detailed level, I'm more than happy to do so. Just let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, let's get back into the chit chat. Yeah, thank you. Sorry again for the brief interruption. Love ya.
Sorry, I got a phone call and got sidetracked a little bit, but all in all, yeah, I like to have a bunch of things and kind of just juggle everything. It sounds crazy, but I do better when my plate is fuller versus when my plate is empty. And this situation, awkward. This situation Has everybody pretty, you know. I want everyone to be okay and well. I want everyone to be well and okay. I want to be well and okay. Because I have not been on top of my game when it comes to my content, consistency. I have pretty much been like trying to refine my channel, figure out what it is that you guys actually enjoy seeing. Yeah, I enjoy filming a lot of different types of content. But at the end of the day, as a content creator, it is imperative that I create content that my audience wants to see. So although, yeah, I love to make makeup content, people mostly prefer, at least as far as YouTube is concerned, to see me do like little natural hairstyle rules and my little different hair routines and stuff. So although I don't do a lot to my hair because it is so short, I'm going to take it upon myself to kind of branch out and do things that I wouldn't typically do per se. Not even wouldn't typically do, just do more to my hair pretty much so that I can have more content for you guys that you guys actually like. Because I don't want to spend 15 hours editing a 2-hour makeup video. Okay, maybe not 15 hours, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. I don't want to spend hours upon hours editing 2-hour makeup videos when that's not what anyone wants to see. If everyone wants to see me twist my hair 200 different ways, then I'm more than happy to do that. Like, you know what I mean? It is a little bit harder for, you know, black boys in this industry to get noticed for their artistry, so I get it. But especially with somebody like me who's like super inconsistent for that reason, but it's just like I felt like when I was consistent, I wasn't getting paid my dues, whether it was by my peers or by brands or whatever. Like no one was giving me my credit. No one was giving my credit. No one. Period.
$1 bill, come get.
Okay, being that I look the same, I'm not gonna do the next part yet. But yeah, that's not to say that, you know, your guys' love and stuff, like, yeah, I appreciate it, I really do, and I'm grateful, and I'm forever internally grateful. You guys have no idea what YouTube does for me. It does a lot, like on an emotional level, on a level of feeling fulfilled and things like that. But it's like, regardless of what's going on in my real life, can't nobody stop me from posting on YouTube whenever, you know. I'll go missing because, listen, I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. I get into these places where I am pretty much consumed by darkness, darling. Virtually consumed by darkness. And I just don't like to share that energy with y'all, and I feel responsible for certain things when I do that. So I look at my content and I try to see what worked and what didn't work and what you guys like versus what you didn't like and all these different things. But it's just like sometimes you want your peers to acknowledge you, sometimes you want brands to acknowledge you, sometimes you want the numbers to reflect, sometimes you'll go back and look at your content and try to see what worked and what didn't work. And you will literally, at least for me, like as a perfectionist, I'm someone who will pretty much rip myself apart trying to figure out what it is, why aren't my reviews reflecting? Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? Is it my energy? Is it the angles? Is it the looks? Is it the fact that I'm doing looks? Is it, you know what I mean? What is it? So all in all, based on my analytics, it's literally just a matter of y'all want to see me do my hair. Y'all don't want to see me do makeup. And when I do makeup, I need to be talking about something, because if I'm being real with myself, I have a certain selection of products that I like to stick to, and everybody don't want to see me do the same face all the time. So, and that's just to be real, like, you know what I mean? So I've decided to make it a point to leave my makeup content for Instagram and, you know, keep it pushing. It's not that deep. I don't know, a lot of people, like my friends, people who are close to me, people who are super supportive, of course, but everyone's just like, keep making content, just keep putting it out. And it's like, why would I keep putting out content that no one is watching, boo? Like, why would I do that? All of 2019, all I did was chit chat, get ready with me. So no one watched them. And it's easy to be like, oh, are you gonna just come to, you know, you're gonna minimize, or not, what was said? someone said something along the lines of pretty much I'm doing something to appease the masses, and it's like it's not about that. It's just about like, since I get how you could come to that, but it's just like at the end of the day, I'm not making these videos for my health. Like, I'm not. So it's just like, if I want to make my content better, make my channel better, be better for my channel, you know what I mean? I feel like that is something that should be supported, and it shouldn't be looked at as you're like changing yourself. It's like, no. Beyonce's Beyonce because she looked at what worked and she kept doing what worked, and she adjusted her formula accordingly, because that's what a smart business person does, you know what I mean? But it's just about making smarter content. I feel like I'm starting to look like I'm scared to jump, and I don't want to look like I'm scared to jump, because I'm not. But it's like I gotta be real with myself at the end of the day, and if I want my channel to be successful, I have to appease the people who are watching. You know, I'm still gonna do my makeup and stuff. Obviously, it's what I'm doing now, but it's just to make smarter content. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of hair twisting videos. So for everyone who's not necessarily watching my channel for that reason, if you want me to continue to make these kinds of videos, I would suggest you watch them, share them, and they're not going away forever, but there's definitely gonna be a massive influx of other content just because it's what's successful on my channel. You know what I mean? I finally got back to a place where I felt like growing my hair out, so now I'm gonna milk this cow, sweetie. At the end of the day, I have to do what makes me happy. What makes me happy is people watching my videos, and in order for people to be happy watching my videos, I gotta make videos people want to watch. My most popular video on YouTube was recently demonetized due to copyright infringement, which is like a massive blow to my analytics and thus the money I'm making on YouTube. So if I gotta make some shake, I can adjust that video, take the audio out or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's just like. So with that being said, I know what I need to do, and I know what needs to be done, and I hope everyone can be supportive of this new direction. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish doing my TikTok, and I'll be right back. I feel like this chit chat has been everywhere, so I don't know if this will get posted. But I did finish my makeup off camera. As you can see, this is very basic, everyday go-to. Well, not every day, because you know, whenever I do my makeup under these lights, I tend to do a little bit more subconsciously. My hand is heavier when I do my makeup in this setup, and yeah, I mean, but this is like, you know, no eyeshadow, no real eyeshadow. It's a little bronze in my lid and just highlighter. Like, that's literally all this is. And you know, my base routine is my base routine. I want to go for more of a dewy vibe. But there's like, I don't know what foundations are like dewy, but like not overly dewy, to where someone with combinations could try them out. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this chit chat. I love you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are going to be like supporting my up and coming content. I'm still going to be, like I said, I'm still going to be doing makeup, but I am going to focus a lot more on my natural hair journey and different things that I'm going to be doing with my natural hair. And yeah, I love you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!
The cylinders in the roof, and I'm begging me to lose my cylinders in the groove. I get down with the chrome, no telling when I'ma shoot. I just bang, bang,